Brook catches Willow and Chase, and the scandal explodes across ABC General Hospital. The sky over Port Charles was unnervingly still. Usually, evenings in the city buzzed with distant sirens, waterfront chatter, or the faint hum of the Metro Court terrace. But tonight felt different. Heavier. As if something in the air knew that before sunrise, 3 lives would be destroyed, a family would fracture, and a secret, one buried in guilt, longing, and forbidden emotion, would detonate. Willow Tate had spent the whole day trying to quiet the storm inside her. Chase had been her anchor once, her comfort, her protector. And in the last few weeks, old feelings had resurfaced at the worst possible time. She tried to suppress them. She tried to pretend nothing was happening. She tried to stay loyal to her present, to her promises. But Chase had looked at her this afternoon with that expression, soft, wounded, yearning, and her heart had cracked. And Brook Quatermain was hours away from discovering the betrayal that would change everything. Brook Quatermain lived her life in perpetual motion, chasing music deals, righting Quatermain wrongs, trying, truly trying, to learn how to love honestly. But her greatest challenge had always been trust. And lately, something inside her had started buzzing with quiet dread. Chase had been distant. Not cold. Not cruel. Just distant in that particular way that meant he was hiding something. Brook hated secrets more than anything in the world. So after a long evening at the Metro Court working on a charity event pitch, Brook made a decision. She would stop by Chase's place and have a real conversation like grown adults. She would confront the strange tension, ask what was bothering him, and fix whatever was breaking between them. She rehearsed her words in the elevator. She never prepared for what she was about to hear. The apartment door was slightly open. Chase never left his door open. Brook froze. For a moment she told herself it was nothing, a draft, maybe? But then she heard it. Not words. Sounds. Soft, breathless, unmistakable. Her chest tightened. No, she whispered. No, no, no. She pushed the door open 2 inches wider. And what she saw obliterated her. Chase. Willow. Too close. Too intimate. Locked in the kind of moment that wasn't an accident. It was a choice. Willow's hands were in his hair. Chase's forehead rested against hers. And their whispered apologies were the sharpest cut of all. I never stopped caring, Willow breathed. I never stopped loving you, Chase whispered back. Brook dropped her keys. The sound was small, but it could have been a gunshot. Chase and Willow jerked apart like they'd been electrocuted. Brook's voice broke first. Tell me, I didn't just see what I think I saw. Brook, Chase stepped toward her. She stepped back. No, don't. Her voice shook with something raw, something primal. Don't you dare come near me. Willow's face was pale, already glossy with tears. It wasn't. Willow stuttered. Don't lie to me. Brook cried, voice rising. I heard you. I saw you. Chase's expression was agonized. Brook, I'm sorry. It shouldn't have happened. Oh, so it did happen. She laughed, a painful, broken sound. Wonderful. Perfect. Congratulations. Willow clasped her hands together as if praying. Brook, please let me explain. There's nothing to explain. Brook's voice steadied, dangerously. You two made your choice. Chase looked sick. I didn't choose anything. You sure chose something when you put your hands on her. Chase's jaw tightened, shame flooding his face. Willow whispered. Brook, please. I trusted you, Brook whispered. Both of you. And you, Chase, you promised me you were done with secrets. Done lying. Done hurting me. Chase closed his eyes. I swear to you, I never meant. But you did. Silence folded around them. Thick, electric, final. Brook picked her keys off the floor and stepped backward through the doorway. You want each other? Fine. She swallowed hard. But this, whatever we were, it's done. Chase's voice cracked open. Brook, don't do this. You already did it. And she walked out. The next morning, Brook tried to outrun the entire world. But Port Charles had other plans. Because nothing stayed private here. Not heartbreak, not betrayal, and certainly not a scandal involving Chase, Willow, and a Quatermain. Brook had barely made it to the Quatermain mansion when Olivia cornered her with wide, worried eyes. Honey, what happened? Brook froze. How do you know something happened? Because everybody knows.
Brook's stomach dropped.
What do you mean everybody?
But the answer arrived in human form. Maxie came rushing in with her phone clutched in her hand.
Brook, you're trending.
Brook blinked.
What? Maxie opened the screen.
A fan account.
A photo of Brook leaving Chase's building last night. Eyes red, posture shattered. Caption: Brook stormed out after catching Chase and Willow together. Is Chaslow back? Spoilers explode. Brook felt the world tilt beneath her feet.
No, she whispered.
No, this cannot be happening.
But it was. By noon.
The Invader released an article. A Metro Court gossip blogger posted a breakdown. Fans of Chase are Willow and Brook. Chase were at war online. And Chase love triangle scandal was officially the #1 trending topic. Port Charles was eating it up like candy. Brook covered her face with her hands. This is a nightmare.
Maxie hugged her.
It's not your fault.
But Brook's voice was hollow. It doesn't matter whose fault it is.
It's everywhere now. Willow Tate had faced abuse, cult trauma, a cancer diagnosis, and the darkest corners of her past. But she wasn't prepared for this level of humiliation. Everywhere she went in whispers followed her like shadows. Nurses exchanged glances. Orderlies stopped talking when she passed. Even patients who didn't know her name pointed at their phones. A headline flashed on a TV screen in the waiting room. Willow turned away, throat burning. She didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Not this way. Not at this cost. Elizabeth approached her gently.
Willow, you okay? Willow whispered, Brook hates me. She doesn't hate you, Elizabeth said softly. She's hurt.
Willow nodded, voice trembling.
And Chase, he's falling apart. Then you need to decide who you're fighting for. Chase?
Brook?
Yourself?
But you can't keep living in between. Willow closed her eyes.
She already knew Elizabeth was right. But the truth was far more complicated than anyone realized.
Chase Harrison had always been the good guy. The Boy Scout. The moral compass. The detective who followed the rules. Until last night. Now he was the headline of a scandal he never wanted.
At the PCPD, Dante approached him with a sympathetic look. Man, you holding up?
Chase rubbed his eyes.
Not really.
Dante sighed. Look, I'm not judging.
But Brook didn't deserve to find out that way.
I know, Chase whispered.
I'm the one who destroyed everything.
Dante hesitated. Do you still love Willow? Chase didn't answer. He didn't have to.
His silence said enough.
It was inevitable. 2 women.
One broken trust. A hallway confrontation that fans would replay for years.
It happened outside the Metro Court elevators.
Willow.
Eyes red.
Voice quiet. Filled with guilt.
Brook. Shoulders squared.
Fire in her chest.
Heart in pieces. Willow stepped forward.
Brook, please.
Don't, Brook snapped.
You had your chance to talk last night.
Willow swallowed hard.
I didn't want to hurt you.
Then why did you? Brook demanded. Why him?
Why now?
Willow's voice shook. It was a moment. A mistake.
Brook's eyes narrowed dangerously.
A mistake?
Because from what I saw, it was more than that. Willow's silence was confirmation. Brook exhaled sharply, voice cracking. I trusted you.
Chase trusted you. Michael trusted you.
Do you even understand how many lives you just blew up? Willow whispered, I'm sorry.
Not good enough, Brook said. And she walked away.
Because nothing involving scandal in Port Charles goes unnoticed, Lucy Coe burst into Deception HQ waving her tablet like a trophy. Ladies, the universe has delivered us a miracle.
Maxie groaned.
Lucy, this is not a miracle. This is my best friend's heartbreak blasted all over the internet.
Lucy gasped.
Heartbreak is ratings gold.
Lucy. Maxie snapped. Lucy paused. Right.
Yes.
Sensitivity. Of course. Beat. But also, ratings gold.
By evening, the scandal had spread beyond the fan pages.
Entertainment sites picked it up. Talk shows referenced it.
Even Ava Jerome, from behind the Metro Court bar, muttered, of course Chase had a love triangle meltdown. He's practically the modern-day heartthrob prototype. The Quartermains were at war. Olivia wanted vengeance.
Tracy wanted damage control. Ned wanted silence.
Michael wanted explanations.
And Brooke wanted none of them. She just wanted to breathe.
3 days later, Chase showed up at Brook's door.
This time he was the broken one. Brooke, please.
Let me talk.
She stared at him long and hard before stepping aside. Chase entered, heart pounding.
I'm not going to lie to you, he said softly. What happened was wrong.
And I should have stopped it. Brooke's chest tightened.
But you didn't, she whispered. No, Chase admitted. Because I still have feelings for Willow.
Brooke pressed her lips together, trying not to cry.
But I'm not choosing her, Chase said.
Because that moment, it wasn't about wanting a future with Willow.
It was about being confused, lost,
and stupid. Brooke's eyes lifted slightly.
Then what do you want? Chase stepped closer.
You. Brooke's heartbeat stumbled. Chase continued, voice trembling. I love you. I'm in love with you.
And I'm begging you, give me a chance to earn your trust back.
Brooke looked at him for a long time. Then she shook her head.
I love you, Chase, but love isn't enough when it comes with lies.
Chase felt his heart crack.
Then is this it? He whispered.
Brooke closed her eyes.
It has to be.
Willow was leaving GH after her shift when she found Chase waiting outside. Not angry. Not defensive. Just empty. We need to talk, he said quietly. Willow nodded.
They walked to the bench near the garden, the same bench where they'd shared countless honest moments.
Chase took a breath. I told Brooke the truth, he said.
About my feelings. Willow tensed. And
she ended it. Willow swallowed. Chase.
I never meant for. I know, he cut in softly. But there's something I need to ask you.
Willow froze. Chase stared at her with unreadable eyes.
That moment between us.
What did it mean to you?
Willow hesitated, too long.
Chase's heart sank. That's what I thought, he whispered. Willow's eyes filled. I care about you.
I always will. But you don't want to be with me, Chase finished.
Willow said nothing. And silence was louder than any answer. Chase stood slowly.
Then it really was just a moment.
Willow reached for him.
Chase.
He stepped back.
Take care of yourself, Willow.
And he walked away. For good.
Brook stood on the Quartermain terrace that night, staring out at the city lights, the city that had watched her fall apart.
She heard footsteps. Chase. But he didn't speak.
Neither did she. They stood side by side, breathing the same cold night air, the distance between them filled with things they weren't ready to say.
Maybe someday. Maybe never. But for now, Port Charles had a new storyline. And this was only the beginning.